Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to, here we go, the life and suffering of Sir Brante in the times of the fall of the blessed Arcanian Empire. Quite the mouthful. So, this game strikes me to be some sort of a narrative heavy, that's not the end of the world, as long as it's a game, I'll give it a pass, a narrative heavy, pseudo choose your own adventure, go through the life of this dude. You get the idea, that sort of thing. Seems pretty cool, seems interesting. I am enticed by the trailer, so I thought we'd give it a go. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of, narrative only and secondary gameplay, weak source, poor writing, but they don't realize they're a bad writer, that sort of thing. We see it all the time around here, this shovelware that's not really a game. But this actually looks pretty cool, at least as a game. But hey, we'll see. Anyway, I thought I'd put my reservations at the front and biases and so forth. Sir Gronk Brante. Choose your name carefully. Other characters will address you exactly like this. Woo! Yes, that's what we want though. I chose it very carefully. Chapter restarts enabled. Disabled, Iron Man. You will not be able to go back to previous chapters and change your decisions. You will live the character's life from start to finish and endure all the mistakes and misfortunes. You know what? I like what I'm hearing. This is a good pitch. Consequences. You will see the consequences of your possible choices in advance. This is recommended game mode, as you will be able to direct the character's fate in a way that you want. What? You will not see the consequences. Choose this option if you want to discover the results of your decision only after you've taken it. What, you mean like making a decision hidden? Wait, I'm torn. This is the recommended game mode. All right, look, I'll do it because I'm trying to show off the, people probably want to see what it actually shows you. But how the fuck is hidden not the intended game mode? Surely not. Right? You hold the fate of a single man in your hands. You will follow his life from birth to death. Your choices shall define who Sir Brante will grow up to be. You will decide his personality, social status, and what marks he'll leave on history. With every step he takes at your behest, Sir Bronte's character will change and evolve. Your decisions will close some doors for him, but open many others. Okay. Hey, I'm enticed. The world of Sir Bronte's birth is a ruthless realm where people are divided into estates. It is hard to be a hero here. Be ready to accept that Sir Brante cannot overcome every challenge in his path. Every hard choice will test his character and personality qualities. Often you will not be able to make the choice that you would like to. Oh, this is delicious. It may happen because you choose a different road earlier, exhausted your hero's willpower, or haven't earned the right position in society. Cool? Every victory will be a struggle, a path paved with bitter losses and gut-wrenching failures. Accept the tragedy. This is how you will create a gripping and unique tale for your hero. What will become of your Sir Brante, his loved ones, and his world? It all depends on you. This is very promising. I like this. I have concerns that it could have a propagandistic angle because I've seen that shit before.
Remains written on these pages.
As long as it's not going to browbeat me on its agenda.
Has always been my own. Every deed, every.
Can I? Have I accidentally skipped it or something? Fuck. Quit to what I want is subtitles. Quit to main menu. Settings. Music. Screen format. Are you serious? All right. Let's just go new game. Sir Gronk. Iron Man, let's go. Sorry about that, team. I just figured, subtitles the way.
The story of my life remains written on these pages. But my fate has always been my own. Every deed, every choice, every person I met made me what I am. Could I have taken a different path? Could I have found a different calling?
Possibly.
Altered the very course of history? And what price would I have to pay?
Cool. Life and Suffering of Sir Brante. Yes, let's go. I'm probably saying it wrong. I don't care. That's how I'm saying it. Buckle in, that's how it is. At the end of time, your fingers are stained with ink, your breathing grows ragged, your hands are shaking, yet the words begin appearing on the page before you one by one, clinging together to form a chronicle of your own life. Who are you, and how did you reach this end? What, clicked? Oh, okay. You were born, raised, and lived your entire life in the blessed Archnean Empire. In this land, a man's destiny is predetermined at the moment of his birth. Whether human or Archnean, nobleman, priest, or low-born commoner, all bend to the divine will of the twin gods. And each life is naught but a single cog in the universe's immeasurable machine. Oh, cool. So very God-driven, okay. The memories come flooding back. They engulf you as a merciless wave, binding together days that are thrice dead and gone. The dreams of your childhood, your adolescence, your youth spent in the capital, years of peace teeming with life, and a war drenched in blood. High ranks and lowly deeds, opulent palaces, secretive city back streets, fields of battle, and faces, so many faces of the people that you held dear, the people who walked this road by your side. Such was your life, now all exposed by ink erupting onto the page. With your every step, you sought to change the world as you saw fit. The choices of your upbringing, the path you carved in your youth, the fruits of your struggle, the consequences of your sacrifice, all of it led you here to the end of your time, and every choice had a price. Now, years and years later, the crossroads of your life echo in your memory. The pain and joy inextricably intermingle. Could you have taken a different path, chosen a different calling, found a different place in the world? You had the power to alter the very course of history. Now, on the verge of death, you struggle with doubt, seeking answers to the last and most crucial question of all. Your life, of all the paths in life, why did you walk this one? Did you choose your own fate? Or was your life shaped by forces beyond your control? What determines a man's destiny? This is really well written so far, so I like this. What determines a man's destiny? The man himself? The world around him? A higher power? There is no destiny. How much of my personal take am I going to put in it? Because I honestly think the world around you, right? Your path was charted for you by the people, the age, the society in which you lived in, 100%. I think that's a huge component. I mean, not definitively everything. There's a lot of different components. But I've always said the choice I make as a 20-year-old guy to do the left decision or the right decision was kind of made by the 20 years of my upbringing and everyone telling me whether that sort of thing was right or wrong. There's been 20 years of social pressure, family pressure, environmental pressure, just chipping away at me, even on a subconscious tiny level in the background, to that point when I choose to turn left or turn right. I never truly made the decision in the first place, as I was conditioned from the beginning to make it. Anyway, that's always been my sort of take. Kind of lets you let go of the reins and enjoy life a bit more, I find. At the end of time, your final hours in this world are upon you. You close your eyes. In your mind's eye, you see them once more, the faces of your family, your friends, your foes, your underlings, and your rulers. One after another, you recall the events that changed you forever. And in that moment, you know the truth. You are a part of this world. You are its flesh and blood. Your family, your hometown, your empire, they're all made you what you are. Your destiny was the sum total of your upbringing, your social status, other people's choices, and the age in which you lived. Yeah, hey, this lines up pretty well. I agree. I agree with all of this. But are you right about this? Is it all true? To learn the truth, you will have to return to the very beginning, remembering every step you took along the way. On these pages, the story of a man named Brante will live once more. Yes, let's go. I'm pretty hyped about this. Childhood. Oh, look at this. Adolescence, peacetime, the revolt. Yeah, 0 years. Jeez. Chapter 1, childhood. This art is something else as well. Okay, let's go. Let's go, game. Childhood, where life begins. First words, first unsteady steps. You are but a small child learning about the world in which you were born. To you, everything is so new, so baffling, and so unforgiving. A long, trying life stretches before you, so many feats and faults, and so many fateful choices to come. Yet you are already sowing the seeds of your future self. You are learning to live and survive in this world, looking for a place within it to call your own, choosing your future destiny. Who will you grow up to be? Good question. In chapters Childhood, Adolescence, and Youth, Growing Up prologue, you will live through your hero's coming of age. You will shape the protagonist's personality, his qualities, and his relationships. By the end of the prologue, you will determine the estate and future occupation of your hero. Only in adulthood will he start to influence the world around him and even the ultimate fate of the Empire. Who will Brante grow up to be? It's your call. Okay, well, we have covered this pretty extensively. That screen might have been not that important. Childhood. I read this. Personal life. Events in the personal life of the hero that can happen in this chapter. What are these? We'll unlock. Oh, okay. We've got all these interesting things. Determination greater than 4. Train with father. Oh, look at this. Do I press this? Personal life. Your personal qualities at this age, they determine which choices you may take. So I'm spineless and I'm inattentive. Wonderful. Ready for action. Untouched by death. Oh, hang on. Personality. Your inner strength and number of lesser deaths that you have experienced. These qualities will stay with you your entire life. New sections. The sections that open in this chapter. This is good. This is what I was hoping for. Like, it seems like it's going to give me quite a bit of gameplay, you know? Destiny screen's now available. Personality screen. House of Brante and family screen. Begin chapter. Well, hang on. Let's click on these screens. Personal life. Yep, okay. Tarnished honor. Moderate means. Peace. Heir is Stefan Brante. Oh, here we go. There I am. There's old Gronk. Robert and Lydia. And I've got a brother and sister. Okay. How do I get back to the back to scene? Here we go. Begin chapter. All right, let's go. Buckle in. Birth. At first, there was nothing. No time, no sensation, nothing but darkness and void. But then a will breathed life into nothingness. Matter and spirit were set in motion. History began its march. Okay. Oh, mate. That sounded like me getting up this morning. It was your turn to enter this world. Your first memory, you were lying on your back, blinded by a bright white light. I call bullshit. No one remembers that. You are not alone. Above you towered the colossal figures of those who created you. You are a part of them, and they are a part of you. Between you and them is an inexplicable connection, a strong and unbreakable link. They will always watch over you, guard you, and protect you. It hurts to breathe. You let out the pain in the form of a desperate scream. Your creators extend their hands toward you. There are two of them, the ones who made you, who made your form from their own selves and brought you into this world. They are united, yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you, struggling against each other. The first figure is soft and emphatic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates from it wraps you head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from it's never ending, or the warmth from it is never ending. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection, and a merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet, there is also a third figure. It is like a shadow barely seen behind them, yet already pulsing with an unbreakable will to live. It is the very will to live that is now growing ever stronger within you. Okay. A soft open palm, a strong closed fist, a lingering distant shadow. You struggle to loosen the swaddling clothes wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand into the world. Reach out to the palm, reach out to the fist. Smile at the shadow. Give me that bloody fist. Let's go. The fist is stiff and coarse and even unpleasant to the touch, but this firm hand belongs to your father. A tiny newborn, you are helpless before the full-grown man. Your little hand practically challenges him and his strength, and he accepts the challenge. Yes. Your father's fist opens. His hand strokes your little hand gently, if somewhat awkwardly. It is a tender gesture, a glimpse into someone or something he will seldom let show in the years to come. Cool, I've got more determination. Nice. Birth. Look at this. Off we go. Your life in this world begins, and how will you live it? Look, this is an interesting narrative and fairly well written. I probably could tighten it up. It is sort of meandering a little, right? But come on, let's go. Where's the game? You give me all these menus and interesting things. Let's start getting into it. Hide and seek. As the days go by, you learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breath and strong cold hands. He visits you rarely. Hello there, little Gronk Brante. Mother's tender voice, however, follows you day and night. My, you're growing so quickly, my child. There are two more children in the family, named Stefan and Gloria. Gloria sings songs to you. She often dresses you in tight clothing and gently holds your hand as you learn to take your first steps. Stefan likes to sweep you up and pinch you and toss you into the air. Oh, good. Oh, look, this is your brother and sister. Yeah, you're my little brother. We're going to play together, but I'll always be in charge because you were born a commoner. Okay? Be quiet, you. He doesn't understand yet. Come on, baby Gronk. Let's go play in the yard. Oh, okay, born a commoner. Maybe they have some sort of different rule set on how, family birthright works. It is hot outside. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister's with another as they help you walk down the giant stone stairs. Then you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky, far above and away from you, is a gigantic pillar, a perfectly straight stick made of light. It is so bright it hurts to look at it. Why are you staring at the shining pillar? It's not going anywhere, you know. Hey, I want to play hide and seek. He's just a little baby. How's he gonna play? Then you hide him, and I'll try to find both of you. You have no idea what they are talking about, but you support them with happy cooing. This is strange, but so exciting. Stefan and Gloria glance at each other. Then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, and starts shouting something. Gloria takes your hand and walks you through the yard. Your sister takes you behind some thick bushes by a tall wall. The light from the light stick on the horizon barely reaches here. You can't see home from this place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger to her mouth for some reason. And then she's gone. You can no longer hear Stefan's voice. Gloria is nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time, completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? Oh my goodness, what do we do now? Cry loudly? Find your way home? Sit there and wait. You start crying, hoping to be found. You get up off the ground and start crawling through the bushes to find your way back home. You start playing with leaves and twigs and little bugs. Now I'm going to find me way home. Little Gronk doesn't sit still for no one. You get up on your feet, swaying a little bit. Carefully, you take your first step, then lose your balance and plop down on the ground again. But you are determined. You get up again and keep walking in the direction that Gloria went. You walk out of the bushes and further toward the wall of the house, and then the most tender and gentle hands in the world embrace you and pick you up. Mother has found you. There you are. Here I am. You lean on Mother's chest and hold onto her with your arms. You want her to know that you came here all by yourself without any help. She pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stand behind her, clearly feeling guilty. Gloria is in tears. Stefan is staring at his feet. You hug Mother tightly because she is here now. Here we go. We got some determination. I'm a determined little boy. Look at me growing up. I'm a 2-year-old now. Oh, fantastic. I'm digging this. I'm quite enjoying this. My apprehensiveness to sort of step into the sort of highly narrative genre, or whatever you would like to call it, is because I've been burnt by so much shovelware of just shit writers. So it's kind of refreshing to have something good come across my desk for a change. So let's embrace it while we're here. The Great Descent. Another memory. You are still a little child, but you can already talk and run around on your own. Today is out of the ordinary. Father is busy around the house, giving orders to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations and candles being lit. Even your older brother, Stefan, is quiet today. Mother takes your hand and brings you to your sister, Gloria. My son, today is the Great Descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descend to us. Oh, wow. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so just do everything that your sister says for now. Okay. No worries, Mum. No worries, sister. I trust you. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys there, no chairs. Even the carpet has been taken away. There is nothing there but a bare wood floor. Today we're not allowed to go to any other rooms, and we'll be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread. On the day of the Great Descent, everyone must be where they belong. Oh, okay. It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door are all that you can hear. You are sitting on the cold floor, confused with no idea what to do. Then you hear your sister's voice, a lonely sound in the empty room. It is a little song that Mother taught her. You hold your breath as you listen to it. When the twins came down to earth, they brought lots for every birth. Let us count them, 1, 2, 3. The twins made them for you and me. Nobles rule and bravely fight. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand. Guide us by the twins' command. Common people work and toil, always patient, never spoiled. Live your lot where you were born to the day where you pass on. Know your lot and know the prayer for the twins to see everywhere. You're transfixed by the tune. Gloria notices your gaze and a smile creeps across her face. You like the rhyme, don't you, Gronk? Do you know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended to us from the shining pillar. Remember that pillar of light on the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar anytime from anywhere in the world. If you follow your lot as you live, you'll reach the peak of the pillar. And if you don't, you'll get eternal torment at the foot. You and I are lowborn. Mum is a commoner too. So the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard. Do you understand? The priests and the nobles have other lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priests, well, I'm not really sure what they do, but I guess they talk to the twins and then teach everybody. Gloria stares at you intently. Did you get it, silly? Then she shakes her head and keeps singing the song over and over again. Her voice transfixes you, drawing you in. The room starts to glow like the sky. From this light emerge two figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your sister's shoulder, the other stands guard behind her back. You watch this happening before your very eyes, unable to turn away. Oh. Gloria is swaying to the song, unaware of what is happening. She sings the final verses once more. Know your lot and know the prayer. You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself somehow. You feel words condensing within you from the light. But what will these words be? Finish the song properly. You join your sister and finish the song the same way you heard it. Sing the last line wrong. You shout words of your own instead of the last line of the song. It's interesting. This is the first real interesting choice. I'll just comment on this. I wonder where this game's going, if it's going to be a commentary on, social class systems and all that. And that could be very interesting and tastefully done. I think you can broach any topic well if you handle it deftly, right? But you got to remember that this world seems to have actual, verifiable, literal, godly influence. I'm not saying that God's not real in our world, because that's a point of contention, but what is true that any living man in this modern day has not got verifiable, irrefutable proof of an encounter with any sort of higher being, right? Maybe on an individual level people will claim that, but not like what this world has, where we have a literal pillar of light, where literal gods come down and literal things appear. So I'm all for rejecting and trying to fight outside of your social caste system and all that in our modern sort of setting. But remember, this isn't our world. This is a world where it seems that gods very fucking clearly exist, or at least something purporting to be a god, and it's got everyone convinced. So if we're going to role play it properly, I think rejecting real gods is probably not the way to go. Again, I'm not trying to offend anyone that believes in God in our setting. It's just that it is 100% faith-based in the real world. In this, not so much. You give me God right in front of me doing some crazy shit, I'll probably start well, how could you not believe that they at least exist, right? So I'm going to finish the song properly. But it's cool. It's giving us some interesting things to think about and talk about, though I do try and stay away from things like religion, because that can get quite dicey. Know your lot and know the prayer, for the twins see everywhere. You sing the last line together with Gloria. Your sister looks up at you in surprise and gives you a nod. The shining pair standing behind her back turn to look at you. You can feel their gaze piercing you from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Gloria turns her head to look at where you were staring. Did you see something, Gronk? Oh, absolutely. You shake your head. Not anymore. My perception's gone up. Wonderful. I guess we're going to move on to... So this is interesting. I'm going to do my best to invest in this world of... do you call it supernatural at that point? Is it truly supernatural if it is pedestrian? If it's normal for us to see visions of gods and pillars of light, But who knows? Maybe my perception of it will change when I'm not a kid and he's seeing things much more literally and maybe they're not. I don't know, but the point is this is actually really interesting. Okay, look, I can't keep going forever. This is just a little first look at what it's about. I wanted to see if there was more to the I wonder if it is purely just going to be decision making all the way through, even though we do have character sheets and extra fluff. I feel like maybe at its core it won't ever really deviate from just pure decision making. Now that's not a bad thing, because between the writing, the art, the consideration of your character tree and dynasty and just all the extra accoutrement, it actually seems very well considered, and I'm absolutely delighted to be showing this off and playing it and trying it. This is yet proof. I mean, if you might be here just for this game, you might not be familiar with the channel, but generally speaking, I dislike this sort of stuff. I find that it dilutes a lot of games because, between early access and just the ease at which someone can shovel something out, we do have a bit of an era of shovelware upon us at the moment, right? So I'm happy to have found this. I'm happy to give it a bit of a stamp of approval. I'd be happy to make more episodes if people want to see more episodes, right? I could even stream this potentially. Story time with Scarlet could be a lot of fun. So this stands testament that even though I'm sort of generally broadly against this genre, that you can melt the heart of this old critic basically, because this is very, very cool, and I find myself very, very invested. Anyway, team, thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being, and I will catch you guys on the next one.